Hawaiian Pro rolls on into Heat 6. Tanner Gudauskas, Keanu Singh, Hizanomi Botero, and John Florence. This is a 25-minute heat. Top 2 surfers will advance.
Want to make at least 2 more heats to the final would be amazing. So that's the goal.
Great goal, and we're going to see you in the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Ryan, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Kaipo. Ryan Callanan has matured so much in the last couple of years, and his competition head is fully formed at this point. He was the air guy.
And I think that he was kind of following that free surfing route, but his surfing is suited to the championship tour. So because he has that air also as a backup, but his smooth and his power is solid. So he will be a welcome addition to the tour.
Tanner Gudauskas up and riding real quick, and then John Florence backs him up. Tanner had 2 big backside turns, pulled off his second one, disappeared for a minute, but then John Florence unable to complete. So all these guys in the lineup, in the back of their mind, they got to be thinking, I need to wait for one of these right sets. Here goes Hizanomi Botero replay.
Yeah, just 2.5 for this wave, real quick. The tide's dropping out too, so it's going to make it a little bit more challenging on these lefts as well. I think it'll actually help to improve the right slightly, because if you get those bigger set waves, it'll grab the reef a little further outside, allow it to peak up and run outside of the reef for the rights. We saw that in that last heat.
Well, with the first couple of scores coming through, John, that's a no-go at 0.87. Hizanomi Botero, 2.5. Tanner Gudauskas, a 3.83. Tanner, the youngest of the 3 Gudauskas brothers. Pat and Dane, the older 2 brothers, who are down on the beach right now celebrating their 30th birthday. So happy birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so a win
birthday.
Here from Tanner would be a
twins,
good gift
right?
from them. Exactly. John Florence on his backhand, blast the tail out. Here's that fat section of this left, and here's where it can get tricky. He stays with the power pocket. Now he's setting it up. Here's where it races down the line, so one more big backside snap for John Florence.
One thing else I noticed that happens on those lefts is that, not only does it speed up, but actually the movement towards the beach actually slows down, which makes it hard to really finish that final move, because it all slows down because it hits so much slow water. Let's watch that nice first turn there. That was the only place it went vertical, and he was able to fit a turn in there. And then this part's like kind of wishy-washy, and then finally it stands up, gets the snap, and a finish move, nice and vertical.
14 minutes and 45 seconds to go. John Florence, last score comes in, a 4.83. The whistles are blowing. We've got a set on our hands here. One of the best looking waves we've seen of this entire afternoon. And with priority, it is Hizanomi Botero. Watch out for this guy. He has been smashing his way through heats. He's got a line on this one, goes to the float. Mini airdrop off. Nice backside whip to finish it off. So Botero, it's going to be a solid scoring wave for him.
Yeah, they're saying that he gave a committed paddle at this. As we watch the replay here from Hizanomi. Big float, comes down with a ton of speed, unleashes on the closeout. Big backhand hook.
Fans love it.
And he will better that 2.5 and put himself in a good position. The best wave of the heat so far went to John Florence's left.
Well, Hizanomi Botero score comes in 6.17. Let's take a look at Keanu Singh. This is what you got to do to have priority strip.
That is not a commit. No, it's the next wave. Yeah, he rode this wave, so it's got to be the next wave. I was going to say that was not a committed paddle. But yeah, he paddled for the second wave of the set on that one, and that was his motion towards it.
2013 and 2011. He's got those 2 big trophies at his house. You think he wants another one? Of course he does.
Here's the Singh replay here, chasing down this left, trying to get to smoke and face, and the thing just runs off.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Don't give up yet, though, kid. And I know he won't. But you're watching right here, and then just a throwaway score of a 0.87. Love this finish move, though. Nice and vertical. And we have live action happening.
Yeah, we're double dipping right here. I like it.
And utilizing priority, that was Tanner Gudauskas, and then the best wave from Hizanomi. As a matter of fact, the best wave of the heat, a 6.17.
We're back to the present time. This is live action. John Florence casually making his way to the inside. Hair whipping backside snap to Scorpion.
Tanner Gudauskas, he's competing. I like this stuff. John Florence looking for third priority. So you know that he fell. Here's watch Tanner Gudauskas on wave number 2 for Tanner. Little right-hander, giving it his 150%. And then the last wave here of John Florence. He's always sure that he gets that first turn when the wave stands up vertical. You know, here gets the kind of middle work done, and then the final finish move pushed a little too hard.
Well, Tanner's now going to creep to the inside. He did get a solid score on that last wave, a 5.93. Tanner Gudauskas now into the lead. Hizanomi Botero in second, 6.17 and a 2.5. John Florence's second wave is coming through. He's sitting on a 4.83 now. The judges giving him full credit for his first couple of turns. The wave didn't finish the way he wanted. It was enough for a 3.93, and that's going to be enough to get him into second place. So another turn of events with 5.5 to go. John Florence has priority. He's not going to exercise it here. Hizanomi Botero gets that priority spot, and he's up now. Starts it off with a little frontside setup turn. Airy whips into a frontside hack floater. Now this one runs away from him, finishes with a foam climb. Right behind him, Keanu Singh. All right, now Keanu is back at it. 2 good turns out the back. He's got a beautiful section to work with through the inside. Maintains control. Keanu Singh, he's back in this, Pete Mel.
He is, for sure. As you see a paddle here from the outside.
It's going to be a split peak. John Florence going right, coiling up, speeding down the line. Gets up into the air, of course, lands it in the flats. Goes for a front 3, reverts out, fails to finish, but solid little, kind of a little ollie into the flats. And now it's a battle to get back into priority position. As you hear the whistles going up, we got a big set out the back and no surfers in position.
Yeah, that sometimes happens where you get sets kind of back to back to each other. And this first wave is going to go unridden. Has a pretty good little right on it.
Ooh, that would have been a good score for somebody. Now we'll see. So here's the left of Tanner Gudauskas.
So the goofy footer here carves the first turn, sets up this next one, snapping down the line, knows it's going to shut down, throws the layback carve. Nice. Does that right under the roof. Nice and powerful. He'll be adding to that 5.93. Let's watch the right-hander from John Florence. Projects out, tail high. Didn't get it quite out above the lip, but we saw it go up and out into the wind.
Well, if you watch John's new movie, you'll see there is no question he is the best aerialist in the world. Right there, that was an easy air for John Florence.
And then here, this one just runs off, unfortunately, for Hizanomi. But it will improve his 2.5. And then this good-looking wave here for Keanu Singh. This is why I was saying great wave choice from Keanu, too. This one gave him opportunity all the way down the line. And a good finish as well. 4 big turns, and even climbs over and almost takes out Hizanomi.
Keanu Singh, a 6.83. Now he's right back into it with 1:54 to go. He only needs a 2.93. Score coming in for John Florence. It's going to be a 5.13. Second place, but watch out. Pete Mel, Hizanomi Botero came through at a 4.37. Now he's in the lead.
Wow, so Tanner had the 5.93, now needs a 4.03, but he unfortunately has 4th priority.
We got a score dropping for Tanner Gudauskas. That left.
That's right.
2 setups and the big layback. It's enough, a 5.10. Tanner Gudauskas now regains control and takes the lead with a minute to go.
It's not enough time, I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm freaking out right now. 5 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, Tanner Gudauskas gets the win. John Florence congratulates Hizanomi Botero, whose last second heroics are enough to get him into second place. Happy birthday, boys. Your brother is moving on.
Now they're all teeth.